Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. It's a little loud in here, hopefully you can hear. We are in Sabah, the other Malaysian state of Borneo. Kinabalu, the largest city in Sabah. And we're starting this video off strong in one of the finest dining establishments in Kota Kinabalu, McDonald's. I know the audience has been really loving the burger reviews, and I haven't done one on video in a while, so we're gonna get a nice McDonald's burger review here in Kota Kinabalu. Okay, so food is here. Got a lot of classics here. Classic double cheeseburger, a special menu item, the spicy double cheeseburger, so that's something a little bit different. Fries, Coca-Cola. So hitting a lot of the classics, hoping for that familiar McDonald's taste. I've been craving a familiar taste. The food in Mulu wasn't great, which was our last stop, so hopefully this hits the spot.
All right, Nate, took your first bites. How is it?
The double cheeseburger, pretty much the same as the US. Familiar McDonald's taste, maybe a little bit more spice on the patty, which is nice. But overall, very similar. All right, we're now gonna go with the spicy double burger. Oh, it's got a kick. It's got this like spicy sauce on it. Yeah, kind of takes away from the classic McDonald's taste, so I think I actually prefer the classic double. Not bad. I think the spice is a little overpowering though. Alright, so after a strong start in Kota Kinabalu with the nice burger review, we're now doing a quick walk around the waterfront. We're only here for a night, so not really seeing much. There's some nice lightning going on in the background. We'll see if any shows up. But Kota Kinabalu,
there it is.
Yes, good spot, Amber. Is known for some beaches and islands kind of right off the coast, so that's a pretty popular thing to do. Pretty popular tourist town. But yeah, we're moving to the jungle and rainforest tomorrow and seeing that side of Sabah. So this, yeah, very brief view of Kota Kinabalu, and tomorrow we will see you from the jungle. Hello everybody, our first full day here in Sabah. This morning we flew from Kota Kinabalu to Sandakan and then took a 30-minute drive out to Sepilok, which is where we are now. Sepilok, known for Orangutan Center, Sun Bear Center, and the Rainforest Center, Rainforest Nature Center, or Discovery Center. So that is where we are now, walking through this skywalk in the rainforest. I think the opportunity to see maybe some birds, maybe some monkeys, and a lot of trees here. So we're gonna go walk around and see what's out here. Breaking updates. It is raining in the rainforest. So we're camped out under one of these towers right now to wait it out. But definitely coming down. Pretty relaxing though under cover here. Alright, still at that same treetop. We've been here about an hour and it's still pouring. Okay, still raining. And I think we're gonna call it and head back. Unfortunately, no animal sightings today. Alright. Second day in Sepilok here. We are at our second orangutan center as well on the trip. We are at the Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Center. So hope we see some orangutans. Okay, so we're wrapping up at the Orangutan Rehabilitation Center. We saw one orangutan at the feeding platform. I was there for a bit. He's eating some leaves, some bananas. Got a little bit of footage, but again, my GoPro doesn't do too well with animals at a distance. And so we're headed to the Sun Bear Sanctuary, which is right across the street, to hopefully see the smallest bear species or type of bear in the world. Okay, our last day in Sepilok here. Last night we went on a night walk, which was kind of cool. We saw the flying squirrels, which was actually very cool in the highlight. Outside of that, we didn't see too much. We saw more in Mulu overall, but the flying squirrels were super cool. Kind of a bucket list thing to see. So we are now, we're currently at our lodge, the Sepilok Forest Edge Resort. This is kind of the restaurant outdoor area. It's actually quite nice. A little overpriced on the food, but hey, I guess what can you do? There's not many other options out here. So now we are headed to the Kinabatangan River for our 3-day, 2-night river cruise. Alright, so we've made it to the Kinabatangan River. Sukau Greenview, that's where we're staying. Got some nice little lodges and stuff here. We're in the dorm, river here. And we're about to take off on our first sunset river cruise. Okay, just wrapped up our first river cruise and it was a success. We saw 4 of the big 5. Started off right off the bat with an orangutan, which is quite rare to see a wild orangutan. Guide said they hadn't seen one in over a week, so we saw him for a bit. Then we saw a crocodile fairly briefly, followed by a rhinoceros hornbill, which is a bird. And then lastly of the big 4 or big 5 was the proboscis monkeys, and we saw a bunch of them. Also saw a few other types of monkeys, some other birds. So overall, big success. Alright, so we've done 2 more river cruises since the last video. One was a night cruise last night. We didn't see all that much. Saw a couple sleeping birds, a snake. That's more or less about it. And then we had a sunrise cruise this morning where we saw some more monkeys, some more birds. Again, not quite as good as that first one on the first day, but was nice nonetheless. So now we're about to do a rainforest walk. So we'll see what we see on the ground, and it's getting a little toasty, so hopefully I can stay cool, and hopefully we see something cool as well. Okay, just wrapped up our late morning jungle walk, and it was legit jungle forest. We were walking through mud up to our shins. Good thing we had the yellow rubber boots. There were probably more mosquitoes than I've ever seen, and I was pretty covered up, but they went through my shirt, and I got a bunch of bites on my back, so that's that. Outside of that, we saw some plants, some trees, more kind of flora, fauna. But yeah, it was all right. And now we're gonna rest for a few hours before we do our afternoon boat ride and then our evening jungle walk. All right, just finished our last river cruise of the trip, our second sunset river cruise, and it got delayed an hour because it was pouring. And it slowed down a bit, so we decided to go for it, but it was still raining, so we got all pretty soaked. I already took all my rain jacket and stuff off, and another night of rain, it looks like. We're supposed to have a final nighttime rainforest walk, but I don't know, with this rain and how muddy it was already before the rain, we'll see if we go for it. Okay, today's our last day at Sukau on the Kinabatangan River. Overall, was a pretty good stay. I'd say our first river cruise was excellent. We saw a ton, and then everything else from there was just okay. I think the rain yesterday also, yeah, kind of put a damper on some things. But yeah, nice stay. The guides were all very good, so that was positive. We stayed in a dorm, which was a decent dorm, but I just don't like sleeping in dorms or staying in dorms. Here's just kind of a quick look at the grounds, bunch of accommodations here, and the river right across the street. So yeah, we're headed to Semporna now, and hopefully we'll get some nice sunshine, some beach, and snorkeling in there. Alright, we're at our next stop, Semporna. This is a city on the very southeast corner of Sabah, Borneo. And the main thing to do here is go to the islands and snorkel and island hop. So that's what we're doing today. We're at kind of the port here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a very rainy day. Hopefully it clears up and we get some nice sun and island and snorkel time. Okay, just finished up snorkeling, saw a bunch of fish, nice coral. I saw a couple turtles too, though they were a little deeper than I could get. Now we are on Mata King Island, our second island, for lunch. Amber, what's lunch looking like?
It looks okay. Veggies, chicken, sausage, rice, the usual.
Yeah, pretty standard. Yeah, it's going, it's live. Okay, just wrapped up the second island, back on the boat. Not too much to do at that island, we mostly just ate lunch and walked around. I guess I did get bitten by mosquitoes, so that was the second activity of that island. I think we're off now to snorkeling again. I think 2 more real snorkeling stops on the trip. Alright, just wrapped up snorkeling at our second stop, and it was awesome. Super clear water, ton of colorful fish, a couple sea turtles, probably the highlights. We're now at our third island. What's it called? Pom Pom? Pom Pom Island. We're doing a little more snorkeling and then head back. Okay, so we wrapped up our snorkeling island hopping day trip. The third snorkeling spot was okay. Not as good as the second, but not bad. We're now back at our hostel, perfect hub, getting kind of settled in, dried off, etc. What else do I want to say? Yeah, overall it was pretty good. The snorkeling, especially at the second spot, was really good. Not like a ton of time on the island, so I wouldn't really call it like an island focused tour. Though the first island, and really the only one we spent like time on besides lunch, was pretty nice. So now we're gonna try and figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. There's a couple other island tours they offer, and we'll probably do one of those. Okay, day 2, back at the jetty for our second island hopping day. We're going to some new islands, some new snorkel spots today. Okay, first island stop, Bohe Dulong, and it's very pretty. Nice turquoise water, mountains, trees. We're gonna see if we can hike this.
Sunset on the water, waves rolling slow. Golden light, just hold me in your glow. Feel the warmth, the world is moving slow.
Okay, so instead of doing the hike, we ended up doing like almost an hour-long snorkeling session, just Amber and I, so it was very nice. A really good reef, a lot of fish, nice healthy coral. Saw one ray, it was like blue, yellow, white, it was very cool. And yeah, this island, it's just beautiful scenes right here. Yeah, would have been nice to climb the top and see it from the top, but I'll take the snorkeling any day. Okay, we're at our second island of today, Mantuban. We stopped here for lunch. Amber crushing a nice lunch. What do we got? Chicken?
I mean, nothing now.
Rice. Yeah, I guess she finished. Veggies, and there's an egg in there. Not a bad view for lunch. All the boats parked here.
We don't know, no. Shadows growing long, colors bend. Ocean whispers softly like a friend. Footprints in the sand, they never end. In this moment time will never bend. Underneath the sky we feel so free.
Okay, leaving Cebuan Island, and this island is beautiful. Probably the prettiest island I think we've been to, at least with sand. And crowd is cleared out a bit, which makes it even nicer. So yeah, this is a nice spot. I wish we could hang out here longer, but we've got one last snorkeling stop before we head home.